No.
Welcome to Leadership in 320. I am Brennan.
Ooh, he's a Brennan. I'm a Mitchell.
Charlie Brown.
No.
Ba-da-bam.
Welcome, everybody.
Charlie, how's your jogging going?
Jogging.
I see you're sporting it.
Representing. Things are going okay.
I'm really starting to see the results.
Thanks. Can't tell. I'll flex my calves for you. Bam, 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 bam. They're popping. I'm going to only be able to wear capris soon. They're getting too tight from the knee down.
I thought you maybe made those specifically for cleaning up your school, speaking of capris.
What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, with your guys' challenge, I thought you maybe cut about 8 inches of them off.
Yes.
For your weighting.
Yes.
I don't mean waiting. Waiting.
With a D. Yes, we had some water damage at our school.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh.
I will say though, as Winston Churchill said, never let a good crisis go to waste.
Well, you've made sure of that.
We did. We've honestly, you can't say, oh yeah, it's tough to say after something like that. Oh, we got lucky. Things are going good. But like overall, considering what happened, I would say that we got pretty lucky, and the people there handled things better than I could have imagined, and it's just gone very well.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Circumstances.
I don't recommend it, but
circumstances are temporary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good, Charlie. That's good. Charlie, speaking of running, or lack thereof.
I'm running. On empty. Little Jackson Brown. Jimmy. Oops.
Good character. No, but, when I think of, like, when I'm feeling like the best, like I'm ready to do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Charlie? You know what I mean?
I think so.
Like some wild stuff. Ready to conquer the world. It's when
we're gonna crush that Millie.
What is that?
The treadmill. The Millie.
Oh no.
Crushing the Millie.
I've never heard you say
Me
it. Me
neither.
Yeah, you crush the Millie. Boom, boom.
She's
boom.
got some good shock absorbers.
Maybe that could be your like full-time work. Maybe you could like break in treadmills for people where normally they'd have to have a normal person run on it for like, 10 hours, and you could just get on it for about
run a quarter mile.
Run 1 mile on it. Boom. Maybe you could be like, test it. Because for a big man, you can move remarkably fast, but you put an absolute hurting on whatever you're running on.
Boom, boom, boom.
Once there
goes the treadmill.
Charlie. But
yeah.
You know what I mean? So what I was getting at there was I feel that way, when you're just getting done with a workout of sorts. What do they call that? The runner's high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I imagine that would come from any form of workout, which I wouldn't know. But the guy feels good there. Things seem to be simplified in one's mind. Problems seem more
minute.
Challenges seem that they can be more easily conquered. Just in a good spot.
Feeling good. And usually in the middle of that run, you might be like, I can't do this. You get to the end and be like, I could have gone 3 more miles.
You like that?
I was just hitting my stride.
You like that?
You like that?
I like that.
I'll have to get, speaking of throwing some names around, we're going to have to get old Kirk on here too.
Kirk O'Chains.
That's right. He hasn't been responding to my messages.
Must have the wrong number. No, but this comes back to the whole thing, as far as working out or other positive, healthy choices. When do you have ever regretted engaging in that?
In running?
Yeah, and working out. Going for a run. Have you ever regretted it? Did you find a dumb reason to just to counteract my point?
Not really, but you got hit by got hit by a minivan.
I did.
That could have ended your life. That would have been not a good day to go for a run.
Oh, wasn't great.
Mm-mm.
The way I was feeling on that run, I wish it was no.
Oh boy.
No,
No, don't do it.
I didn't.
Oh.
I wish they would have stopped and asked me if I needed help after they hit me with their vehicle.
Oh,
It was a grazing blow.
I would have loved to see the quote at the local body shops, though, because I'm guessing you did a little bit of damage to that fender.
The quote. I thought you were going to say something else.
We're talking at least 4 figures of damages.
What did you hit? We don't have any moose around here.
Looks like you hit a fat guy. There's no way you hit a fat guy out running, though, because that's not what they do.
Well, like I tell some of my lovely colleagues at work when they say, "Saw you out for a run." I said, "Well, I'm glad you call it that."
It was more of a limping walk.
Don't know how many times the last about a year I have to like wave people off. It's made me realize what great members of the community we have, though. Very caring. Hey, son, you need a ride? Well, actually, I'm just trying to do some exercise. Oh, okay then. Well, good luck now. How far is home?
I just walked out to get the mail.
Oh my gosh! Whenever your company call him son, then you know
Sport. Oh, nobody better ever call me sport.
Son's more genuine, I think.
If someone calls me sport or bud, we're gonna be throwing down.
I think the only time I've ever seen someone call someone sport is
when they were trying to make someone mad.
I don't think anyone's ever called me sport that I recall. Anyways, it was the first jingle or the first Santa Claus movie. The lead elf Bernard calls him sport.
Yeah, even that makes me mad. The only way I'll accept that maybe is if it was like a British person or something.
I think you're too old to be called sport.
Hey, but then it's old sport. Hey, old sport.
I was just listening to something the other day that they said that this was a term of endearment in parts of the country. I'm like, see?
What is?
Dummy.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Like, hey, dummy. Like, that means like pal, friend.
Like in Alabama and Mississippi?
I think it was down that ways a little bit. Hey, dummy. What did you call me?
How would you spell dummy?
There's only one way.
How would you spell it?
Dummy.
I was hoping you'd throw a B in there.
Dumby. Well, it'll probably be the same. Dumby.
Do you remember? Hey, this is I remember when I was very young. Like,
what is this?
7.
I used to say you gotta clarify now, being that you're almost 40. When you say I was very young, you could mean when you're like 23.
Yes, I was just a boy. You were 32. I don't remember what I did.
7. So you mean like 35 years ago?
Yeah. Can't believe I can actually remember that far back. But I remember I had a little notepad, and I apparently screwed something up, or in my mind I screwed something up. And just on repeat, I kept writing, I am dumb. I am dumb. I am dumb. And apparently I must have been not happy with Dad, or he wasn't happy with me or whatever. So then I had to show him my work of writing this, 80 times. And upon doing this, I probably wasn't in the best space anyway. And Dad, upon looking at this little notebook, goes, "There's a B at the end of dumb." I was just spelling it D-U-M, and I don't think that helped the situation.
Dad didn't feel any worse.
Yeah, he wasn't. Can you imagine you're feeling that way? Anyway, there's a B in the end. Break out the end.
I am dumb.
I am dumb. Yeah, you are. You spelled a 4-letter word wrong
30 times
on repeat.
What kind of person? That's pretty dark, Mitchell.
So
what, to prove a point because you were upset?
Apparently, like I said,
I've never heard this before.
I don't remember the context, which leads me to believe that it wasn't overly important.
You sure showed me.
How'd you get back at your dad for him making you feel stupid? Well, I wrote I am dumb, and then he let me know that I am because I spelled it wrong.
That sounds like a great sequence for you.
Yeah, I think if I had hit my peak and I was coming back down, I think we definitely things escalated again following that.
Oh my gosh.
What a great story, huh?
Yeah, that's lovely. I've never heard that.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's true. It's a true story.
What did that have to do with this?
Not sure. couldn't give you one reason.
Oh my god.
Not even 100% sure I know what we're even talking about. But being completely honest, if I got $1 million right now, and all I had to say was, what was the topic of this week's podcast? I would not be going home with $1 million.
It's the feeling, the runner's high.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Exactly.
translation to other parts of life, Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that's why I say, see, I've said this before. We need to normalize, and maybe other people do it. Like I said, if you got to do something tough, or if things just aren't going right, or if, you're just in the heat of battle during the day, to bust a few push-ups out. Get some endorphins popping, crack-a-lacking.
I like that we're both doing that.
Pinging around, ping.
Doing a lot of pinging.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Which, you get that during the work day.
Searing. What was that?
I don't know.
Me neither. Sounds like you're feeling about as good as you were last week.
I'm getting there.
I was going to put like a plastic bag over your microphone in case you puke on it.
Oh my gosh.
Shake it off.
I feel just fine. What do you mean?
But yeah,
No,
I was going to say, I was going to say.
Well, let's hear. You got another story?
No, not yet. Well, there's percolating. Percolating. It's coffee term.
What was that?
Sounds like he's got the same thing you got going on. When it comes to, you said the runner's high, sometimes it is. You kind of give yourself a kick in the butt, because I feel like it is. You don't get that from doing something small. You got to do something like that's a little bit more difficult, or something challenging.
You're saying my push-ups don't do it?
No. I'm just saying, like,
No.
like, like arranging the pillows on the couch probably isn't going to get the endorphins pumping. If you do something challenging or something that you maybe been putting off, if you like deep clean the whole house, or vacuum out the car, or get fired up about something. I mean, then feeling good.
Vacuuming the car is deemed much more strenuous than arranging pillows.
Have you seen the kid I got back there? Got to empty the shop back out twice.
What do you get, like a sweatband?
It's like, no wonder he wants so many snacks. He doesn't actually get any of them in his mouth.
Doesn't eat any of them. Remember when you said that your car and like couch was a place not to eat?
I said the living room
and
was
then
not.
You got married and have a child, and you're gonna have another child, and then you realized that was blasphemy and it was laughable to everyone you told it to so strongly.
Mm-hmm.
When I have kids, they ain't gonna eat on the couch.
They don't eat on the couch. They don't eat on the couch.
Oh, it must just be you.
I don't eat on the couch either.
On the chair.
Yeah, the chair.
The furniture. What's the difference?
The couch is nicer than the chair.
Why?
It's newer.
So
and it's white.
Like when it goes.
Cream
well,
color.
that was your mistake.
It looked nice.
White anything is.
I got the other furniture was darker though, because then you could spill all kinds of stuff.
You know why you don't buy a white couch?
Because you have kids who have
the
stuff
same
on their
reason
hands
you
and
wouldn't buy white underwear.
What are you gonna? What?
Why would you want to buy white underwear?
Why does the color affect?
What do you mean? Well, of course it affects it.
Like what?
Well, I think you know what
talking
I'm
about.
saying.
You're looking like Mario Andretti. Why don't you do a little bit of better job?
I don't buy white underwear.
Why? So you buy dark ones so you don't have to wipe your butt?
No.
Well, what are you talking about? The same reason you don't buy a white couch. Like,
no.
What are you like dragging yourself across the couch like a dog?
If something happens, it's
if something happens.
What do you mean? Don't put this on me. This is everyone would agree.
No.
99% of the population. If something were to happen, if a mistake or an accident were to happen, well, say an accident, it would be much easier to move beyond that with a darker colored fabric in both cases.
So I fully agree with the couch. The underwear don't matter because I don't care if they're white or black. I'm throwing them out regardless. Like The color doesn't matter.
Well, my goodness. If I'm not talking like, what do you mean? If it was something like whatever you're describing,
Something catastrophic.
yeah, then I don't care what color they are.
That's what I thought you were getting at.
No, just like, so what you're describing is if someone jumped.
Big summer blowout.
What you're describing is if someone like dumped a glass of red Kool-Aid on the couch, okay? That's what you're describing.
Yes.
I'm saying, what if someone dropped like a quarter melted fig Newton on the couch? That's what I'm saying. So what it'd be a
fig Newton.
Little dab,
yeah,
clean it up, and it'd be done. Not wrecked, ruined, thrown in the garbage.
That's fair.
A white couch? That's blasphemy.
It's cream. It's dark cream color.
Do we win?
Oh no, it's good.
You're an idiot. I literally can't handle you.
So, with that,
where was? Can you get us back to where it was? Where did the white couch come in?
because you told me how it was laughable about having kids, and because we got talking about
about
vacuuming
the
and
car,
feeling good about yourself.
Well, apparently vacuuming a car gets you like jazzed.
I love vacuuming. Feels good.
You get endorphins, a runner's high from vacuuming.
Yeah, I love vacuuming.
Due to the physicality of it.
Probably the same reason I get jacked up when I'm mowing the lawn. It just looks so much nicer afterwards.
You I won't say it. You get jacked up mowing the lawn. I told Ashley
mowing.
this. Ashley, if you're watching this, I said that
she's not probably.
When you got married, like very close to when you guys were very close to being married or after being married, that the amount of time it took Mitchell to mow the lawn went up by about an hour and a half.
Oh my gosh.
He went from mowing in whatever you call it, gear 6 to gear 3.
Yeah, get a better cut that way. Butter cut. That's not true.
That's a little true.
The time.
It's only going to get longer, too.
The time took the same. I just mowed it 3 times extra a week.
Diagonal.
I like to do that diamond pattern. I go this way and this way, then like it's an MLB field.
Oh my gosh. No. Charlie, what do you do? But, if one could harness that, which I think there's ways to do it. Know what I mean? You can't just be getting done with a run all the time,
But I also, so to me, I'm being serious again. I was going to preface it that way, that I feel like I get that same feeling, and you can go ahead, just shoot me down here, helping people. Like if you help people with a task, I only get it like twice a year, but if you help someone with something, like it feels good. Like doesn't that get you jacked up? Like knowing that, no, you never done that.
Never done that.
I told you I do it like once or twice a year.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Why?
Stop trying to give yourself Medal of Honor pins.
I'm not. I said I only do it like twice a year. Maybe that's why it feels so good. Just try it more often. Then maybe it wouldn't be such a big deal.
I don't know who you're doing these things for, but twice sounds probably fairly accurate.
Generous.
Huh?
Generous.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. I'm talking about the actual actual endorphins. So you're saying that you get this rush of endorphins just when you pick up a couple sticks for somebody?
It's cool to be kind. So you don't? Maybe.
Which part?
Well, if I'm picking up sticks.
Yes, it's a different kind of feeling. And as you said, I think you described it rather well. That it probably is fireworks going off in your big noggin. I mean, oh my God, what is this feeling? It's called generosity.
The Grinch.
What is this? And it feels kind of good. No, I'm going to be done with that. I don't like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, almost lost my cool there. I felt kind of good. I'm not going to try that again.
What was that? I just got a taste of selflessness is what that was.
My God. So is this how people that give their time and gifts to people feel? I didn't like that.
Almost forgot who the star of the show is.
It's about time to go mow my lawn again. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
You do mow your lawn a lot. Whenever I need
Because
some help, you've definitely said, well, I got to mow my lawn, then I'll be there.
I need it to look good.
For who?
Me.
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 I don't do it for anyone else but myself.
Do you like listening to the Toby Keith song, I Want to Talk About Me?
No.
Why? Because in that song, he's just sometimes wants to talk about himself.
No. I just don't like that song very much.
Really? Everyone likes that song. What's your favorite Toby Keith song?
Good As I Once Was.
That's a good one.
Huh. How about you?
Probably that one. Or
Have you forgotten?
I Want to Be a Cowboy.
Should have been a cowboy.
Should have been a cowboy. Have you forgotten Daryl Worley?
Maybe.
It is. I didn't even do that. Mitchell. By the way, Mitchell is the only one. Mitchell is the only one. The only person I know that has a Daryl Worley album. And Daryl's got some good songs, but talk about a flash in the pan. He was here and he was gone.
Yeah, he.
How did I know that?
I don't know.
Because I had listened to it in your car. That's why. Have you forgotten?
Yeah, it was bad.
Which is a good song. What's another one? He has one or two other hits, I would call them.
Something. Was it like something magical? Life? Something life?
I don't know. I just remember listening. Oh, just went through my head like a more upbeat song.
Yeah. Awful, Beautiful Life. I'm pretty confident.
No. Yeah. All right.
Awful.
Daryl Worley.
Yeah, that was one of the worst investments I've ever made.
Oh, you listened to it bloody.
Yeah, that was, I think.
You just said Toby Keith. How many number one hits does Toby Keith have?
A lot more than Daryl. He has more number one hits than Daryl Worley ever had played on the radio.
The one you just listed off after Good As I Once was Have You Forgotten by Daryl Worley.
My apologies to Toby Keith.
That's messed up.
That was.
Seriously, I'm offended for him.
I'm offended myself.
How does that even happen?
I don't know.
You were hoping I didn't say it.
No, as soon as I said, I was gonna say, if you look at the camera and you could see, like, as soon as I said that, I'm like, that's not right. I don't think.
Were you just gonna say lost in this moment?
No.
Oh,
That's Big and Rich.
yeah. What does it say?
No. So bottom line, I lost probably the rest of my credibility right there. I don't think I had a whole lot remaining, but I think what I did have is gone.
It's not gonna help a lot, Charlie. In any regard. But you know what? Sometimes, the importance, all these things, as we say, tying together. Maybe I just say that, but get at the treadmill. You got to get that runner's high, that endorphin piece, because you know what? Sometimes things just aren't easy.
It does feel good. Feels good when you knock out a big run or a workout of some form. Or
honestly, I think just if you go to the drawing board and think about, doing things more that you don't regret. I mean, that's a winning game. How can you lose that? You know what I mean? Like, when have you ever regretted going for a run? When have you ever regretted playing a board game with the kids? Know what I mean? If you actively do those things consciously, do them more. That's a winning game. That's how you win, Charlie.
It is.
Hard to lose when you're winning.
Impossible to lose.
That is. It's impossible to lose that game.
Especially, using time with family. We had several days ago here, first time ever, we had the bat and the balls out in January.
In the yard?
Yeah. Before the wind we had blew out pretty much most of the snow out, and the rest of it kind of melted. It was a little wet out there. Dirks might have got a concussion between first and third, slipping on some water and falling on the ground. But yeah, so just doing that was just, not taking advantage of an opportunity that you might not always have. And it was awesome getting to do that, just because he loves baseball, and you don't always get to take advantage of something like that. So it was fun to get out there, enjoy some of the fresh air and get some. The sun was actually shining, and
Unseasonable weather.
it was. And again, something that definitely not going to forget
Well, I know.
or regret.
Regret, not even one letter.
Or letters.
I'll get my runner's high times 2 once I our annual springtime race. Not only will the physicalness
What do you mean?
the physicalness of the run, but beating you.
Oh, we don't do that again?
Of course, it's tradition.
You beat me like not the last 4 years. You beat me 2 years in a row, but over those 2 years, I believe you beat me in either 4 or 5 total races.
You're not. You were never that fast. Now you definitely aren't.
Well, the fact that you beat me in a
You're finally
race.
coming to terms of it. Yeah. No, what's sad is watch me just run once. Like you're not running, watch me run, and then tell yourself that guy can beat you in a race.
Well,
It's pretty sad.
Just like we talked before about like the running a marathon. You look and you're kind of like, oh man, that person looks like they're hurting. They're toward the end, and as they're pulling away from you, it's like, what do I look like?
Yeah, that's no good.
They look like they're in tough shape. But yeah, watching you run and then thinking, wow, like you know, it was no photo finish. You beat me. You didn't dust me, but you beat me. And it's like, that's not good for me. And I almost hope you beat me again because I don't even think it means like I got faster. It just means you got that much slower.
I don't think there's any winners, Charlie, in this venture. That's a losing game.
I just like, one of my favorite activities with you now is just throwing the football around.
And we don't do that as much anymore.
Well, now we just kind of included the kids, get to throw them around a little bit.
You're too busy helping others.
I'll try to pencil you in. Pencil, not pen. Get you in there. Get you on the calendar. Saturdays are usually pretty busy, but maybe Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, Saturdays after 10 o'clock once your day starts. There's always time before then. Of course your Saturdays are busy. You only got 7 hours to work with. It's supper time already. I just woke up a few hours ago.
What about lunch?
Oh, Charlie. That was a low blow. I shouldn't have done that.
No, that's not true either.
Cut your legs up. That was a little true.
Not really, not anymore.
Since when?
I don't know. Well, though I do it to myself. If I fall asleep in the living room,
When that new baby arrives, I know what song you should be playing, Ashley.
What's that?
I think it's. Oh no, I almost said the wrong. We would have both misquoted song. John Party.
Up All Night.
Oh, that's a good one. But is that Up All Night? I don't even know if I know that song. No. Well, maybe this isn't even the name of the songs. I don't know much, but you're telling Ashley. Because you're going to be dreading getting up early with that baby, so you can tell her working on the night shift. Isn't that John Party?
Yeah, that's what I'm laughing. It's funny.
Night shift. God, you could hang out with baby well into the night.
Well, no,
That'll cover a large chunk of the shift.
Ashley's maternity leave. I'm gonna spend more time with the baby from the time she goes to bed and through till I go to bed in the middle of the night.
Maybe. I think
to be very clear, that's not true at all. I take that back. She knows it's not true.
I feel like I didn't even want to be a part of this.
No,
I think you're missing a major part on this. Granted, I guess I don't need to know your personal plans.
I'm missing a major part.
Well, I think of that equation, we both were missing a major part of that.
What do you mean?
I'm just trying really hard not to say something inappropriate about you now.
Oh.
I think the mother is needed oftentimes for various reasons.
She's needed anyway. On top of that,
yeah,
she is the keeper of making sure everything runs smoothly.
Oh well, that's
a tough task when she has 3 children in the house.
That's going to be exemplified here pretty quick.
God, I know.
That's not you. That's for everybody else.
Yeah, it's weird. See if Mom wants to come over every now and then, hang out.
Mom, I need
Mom.
you. I like how you just said that.
What?
What to see if Mom wants to go over and hang out.
Mom, I haven't seen you in a couple days.
So what are you doing? What's she doing, Ma?
You want to come over?
Come over. Well, Charlie, we had a pretty focused episode last week. This one was not our best effort, but you know what?
We didn't want to. You do 2 of those in a row, and people are going to start to expect that every single week.
Do you have any words of words of wisdom to leave us? Charlie, I've been disappointed with your lack of.
Well, I'm trying to come up with a catchphrase still. You know, we got.
Yeah, you were supposed to have one for the last one.
I don't let the door hit you on your way out.
That's what did you give up with?
No, I just thought of that now. It's not great.
Well, this I'm gonna put the complete pressure on you, and you can do it to me next week. If anyone's still listening,
They're not.
you have to leave. You got like 10 seconds to come up with a meaningful quote from a country song to leave us off of.
Meaningful quote from a
Meaningful
country song.
line. Yeah, you got 10 seconds. I'll be quiet.
Right now?
Yeah.
I thought you said for next
right
week.
now.
For next week.
No, I said you got 10 seconds to come up with a meaningful quote from a country song to leave us.
Oh boy.
Think of Darryl Worley.
Don't. That's only gonna scramble things worse.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, give me a second. Oh man, this isn't good. We're crashing and burning.
We're staying until you come up with something.
I don't want to.
You just came up with one.
I don't want to. You don't want to.
Come on, Charlie. You need to
Can I
think
use
of one.
that?
No.
Why?
Think of one because you didn't even try. Just think of one song and then just think of a line and it'll work. Come on. Work under pressure.
Looking back now, it makes me laugh. This episode we just did.
That'll work, I guess. We'll see you next week.
We'll be better, we promise.
What song is that?
Kenny Chesney Young. Looking back now, it makes me laugh.
Looking back now, it makes me laugh. Oh, there we go. I had to say it in the right way. You might have to leave that on with you. Did you hear me? That'd be kind of fun.